Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. So, yesterday I saw that Manny MUA and his brand Lunar Beauty are coming out with a new palette. And since I'm on a no buy because of my puppy, I'm trying really hard to refrain from buying it. But he had this beautiful eye look. So I'm going to try to recreate it with palettes that I have. Now, these are not all the colors in the palette that he has, but the look that he had was a yellow and purple look, and it was so pretty. So I'm trying really hard to go through all of my palettes and use all of them. And I know I've used this one recently, but I'm going to use it again because it has the colors mostly that I want in it. So this is the color story, and it's got the purples. Well, it's this purple, this yellow, this purple, maybe this purple too. And I brought out my little ray of sunshine as well because it has more yellows in it. So if I can't get the look I'm looking for with this, I might dip into the little ray of sunshine, possibly. But his is moon shroom, and it comes from, he watched um, Fantastic Fungi, which, if you have not seen that, if you have Netflix, watch it because it is a fabulous, fabulous show. It's so enlightening. So I'm going to start out with actually this color from this palette. Am I? Yes. I've primed my eyes. I put on JCat All About the Base for my eye primer, but oh, I might want to straighten out the creases a little. We can't have creases in our eyes. To start out with, I do that, and then I like to take my sponge and try really hard not to open my eyes too wide. So I'm going to take that color, and it has a name to it, but I can't read it. And I'm just going to take that. You can't even see it really. But this is just for blending purposes. I just want it to be able to blend really well. Now, Nomad mats can and do blend really well together. I'm just being a little extra today because I want to be. So you can take, so this color right here is really close to my skin color. So you can take a powder, you can take like a face powder and do this step if you want to. But I always get told that I have a really good blend. Well, it's because I take my time and I actually do the blend. So I'm going to take this yellow. I get up extra early because I'm extra. Got the yellow, I tapped it off. I'm just going to go over that base. And put that yellow in there. I'm looking at a mirror over here, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just blending. And he did an all matte look. And I could do an all matte look, but I'm addicted to glitter, sparkly I should have been a raccoon or a magpie. See, this is the one part in my eye that bothers me, is I have lots of wrinkles and crinkles right there. And the way it is, the water will come up. And so that's another reason why I can't do an all matte look, because it'll look funky in my eyes and the way I see things. Alrighty, so I'm going to take my color switch, clean off the brush. No, it doesn't look clean, but I promise you it was clean when we started. And now I'm going to go into this color. And I'm probably not going to make it look exactly the way Manny did, but this is my interpretation of his look, because I don't have a way to look at what it was that he did exactly, because I'm in my office. I'm using my phone to record, and my computer is down. My computer, well, the internet link to my computer is down. Every time I do an update on my computer, it decides that it's going to forget that we have Wi-Fi, and I have to reset it. And there's there's things that I have to do in order to get it to. Now I'm just blending between the two, but there's things that I have to do. And when I was when I was trying to do it, my husband decided that it'd be fun to play with my outlet. So we have an outlet that is hooked up to that round dot thing. I don't want to say her name because she answers, but I'm going to go into this purple shade right here now. Same brush, opposite side, pardon me, and I cleaned it off on my switch. Purple. Tap, tap. So, anyway, he decided he wanted to play. So he kept, I would turn it on, he would turn it off. I would turn it on, he would turn it off. Well, in the process of doing that, I was trying to turn my laptop on, and it decided it didn't want to hook up to the internet anymore. So I have to go back through and do all the steps to get it to go back through. Well, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and I had invited a friend over, but then I ended up not feeling very well on Saturday, so I canceled those plans. This is coming out fairly well, but you can't see it, but I can see it. There's water gathering, about to overflow into my beautiful work that I'm doing with my shadows, and I don't want that to happen. So My eyes just water. Anyway, so instead of cooking and having my friend over like I wanted, I ended up, my husband took myself out, or took us out, and we had a couple drinks, and we had corned beef and cabbage at a local bar. It was very fun. We had a good time. Just getting out, the two of us, and so that was good. So that's kind of it, but he also took a color like this. Like I said, this is not all the colors in his palette, but took this color and he deepened it up out here. My eyes are watering again. So I'm taking this color, tapping it off. Now it looks kind of funky right now, but I'm going to blend in a minute. And it might not be the exact shades that he was using, obviously, because his is just his colors. And they could be a little bit more on the purple side. It could be a little bit more on the pink side. It could be, you know, whatever. A little different of a shade. But I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So that's a magenta color. I'm going to add a little bit of this color. Don't ask me to say these names either. Just to deepen that up a little bit more. And then I'm going to go back into that purple shade and go over the top of it and blend it in. See how that blends in? It still deepens it up. And gives me the look that I want, but it blends it. Which is what I want. I want it to look like it blends together. Which, I don't know about you, but I'm not sure if yellow and purple are supposed to blend together, which, I mean, why not? To me, it's a fabulous color combination. But, there we go. Only I can't keep it this color. I can't keep it matte. Now, I could use this yellow, but if I remember correctly, this kind of has a green, see, it has a green shift to it, sort of. See how that turns sort of greenish? I don't want that color. I don't want that color. So we're not going to use that color. Put my little sheet back in there. I want more of a golden color. So I'm going to use, this is Pizza Kitty by Sugar Drizzle, and I'm going to use this color up here. And I don't know if you can see it, but this kind of has a pinky purple shift to it. So this is the yellow. Now you can definitely see that green. I don't want the green. So I'm going to take some of my Glimmer Grasp. This was the other thing that he didn't use this, I don't believe. Well, his was an all matte look except for a little bit of shimmer down below. But I'm sorry. As pretty as this is, I need to have, okay, I want to have, I don't need anything, but I want to have a little bit of glitter, shimmer, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I've never used this color. So we'll see how. Yes. We'll see how it works. And right now it's working. It's what I wanted. It definitely has that yellow to it that I absolutely love. I don't know if you know this, but yellow is my absolute favorite color. Look how pretty that is. And I like it to go up a little further into my crease because I have wrinkles and crinkles, and I like it to blend up. Okay, so now I'm going to take here's my dilemma. So this one right here is a pink to a purple, and then there's this one. And I've obviously used this one a lot. This is more like a topper. But I think I'm going to dip into this one actually. I might put the other one on top, but see, this is a pink to a purple. See that? So I'm going to put that right here so I can blend it better. Just a smidge. See how that just, because it'll blend it to this pastel-y purple shade. It'll blend it together better, I think. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm concentrating on getting my blend right. So yeah, we went to a bar last night and had drinks and corned beef and cabbage. And that was about all I could handle for the day. Well, I did laundry and, you know, household things, but so now I'm going to go back with my blending brush and blend. Oh, you can't see it, but I can feel it. The water. Now I'm going to dip back into that purple because I did get a little bit there. See how that just blends in there? Don't worry, we're still going to have that glittery purple. Because I'm going to go back over it again because I might have done a little bit too much. But there, that's better. And then, I know I'm a lot extra. I am a lot extra. I am going to go into that, it's called Space Meow. Because, and I'm going to try and diffuse it between the two eyes. I just want a little more sparkle. Just a smidge, not too much. So I'm just putting that in between the two to kind of mix them together a little bit better. And give just a little bit more oomph to the eyes. So I don't know if you can see that little tiny bit of more sparkle. Alrighty, I'm gonna go get the stuff for the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use my no filter primer from ColourPop. I did a thing. So, you know how I said I was on a no buy? Well, I did buy some things, but I don't know if you can see right there. I'm almost out of this primer. I have two other primers. One I'm not fond of because it makes my nose look funky. And then the other one, all of them I'm running out of. So I needed to get more primer. Well, I decided to try Shop Miss A. I mean, I've had a few of their things. I have some sponges that I really, really love. Haven't used them in a while, but I do love them. I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match 2 pumps. I'm trying to use less of this, less of all of it, but so in the Shop Miss A, they kind of get you because all of their stuff is pretty much less than $2. So, you know, each item is less than $2. And so, you have to spend $50 to get free shipping. Well, if I'm going to pay for shipping, and I could much rather get product instead of paying for the shipping, it's what I do. I probably should not. But they actually had quite a few primers that I thought, well, I don't know anything about their primers, so let me just try them. And they also had quite a few concealers, and I only have 2 concealers. So I was like, well, I don't have very many concealers, so I should try those. I don't have very many primers, so I should try those. And I love trying out mascara, so I figured I might as well try a few of those. So when it gets here, I will do a shop haul thing with you, and then we'll try those out and see how they are. See, I just want a light dusting just to even out my skin tone, and I think that does a really good job of it. And when I was getting all my things out, I forgot to grab my concealer. Well, this is it's actually called a 2-in-1. It could be a foundation or it could be a concealer. I happen to use it as a concealer. I just put a little, and I do mean a little, because this is actually really full coverage. And I take my brush that I use for my eyeshadow primer, sorry, putting it underneath my eyes. I can't really talk. So I'm putting that underneath there to kind of brighten it up. Cover up the little bit that I didn't get to cover up with my foundation. And then I just blend over it with a sponge. Now this next part is sort of new for me. I have all of these and then I don't use them, so I've been using them. This is the Fenty Beauty, and I know I've said this several times, Pro Filter Butter. I try to only open up one. I have a Huda Beauty one too, but it's kind of darker, so I'm kind of waiting until the summertime to use that one. And I have this little sponge. I just got these off of Amazon, but whew, that's a lot. I'm putting it in my T-zone and under my eyes, and a little along my jaw, because I tend to just get a little, like when I touch my skin, it feels a little sticky. I don't want to say oily, because I really don't have oily skin, and I have normal skin. That's all I put on. And I take a brush and I just brush it around. But I have pretty normal skin. I'm going to be 54 next month. So yes, I did say that right. I am going to be 54 next month, which, whew, that's a number. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take, I know, the same one I've been taking, my Jaclyn bronzer. Now, for me, I tend to put it like down here, so I'm trying really hard to concentrate on putting it up here first. And then bringing it down, because I don't want to bring it down too far. See, that just gives me a little bit more contour, a little bit more depth in my face. It gives me a little bit of cheek, little bone structure, whatever you want to call it. Juice, you're fine. My other dog is freaking out because he can hear the puppy in the other room. He wants out because he knows I'm up and he wants to be with us, but he gets into everything. Everything. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to kind of squish it. See, this is what you don't really see because I'm going to blend over it, but it just defines the face just a little bit more. Bring this all the way down. Nice and blended. I'm going to use, this is just my pluck from ColourPop. I can't remember what, I mean, I can see the palette that it came with, but I didn't have that palette. So this is kind of a purpley blush. So it's just going to bring a little purpley pink to my, I'm going to take a little bit of that Jaclyn because it's more pinky and go over the top of it just a smidge, just to give it a little bit more color. There we go. Alright. Now I go over it with my sponge just to make sure that it's all blended in. And of course, another ColourPop favorite is my Winnie the Pooh collection ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in Silly Old Bear. Now I'm going to take this on my finger and put it on my cheek. I'll blend it in a minute. This is the part that, probably because of my age, that I like to do. I like to put it above my shadow and kind of blend it with my shadow and my brows, but that's probably just a me thing. And I think it's nice and subtle, but it probably is not, because super chalk shadows are not really subtle a whole lot. Now I'm going to take a little brush and dip into the side. I don't know if you can see where I dip, kind of do it the same spot. And I'm going to take that on my inner corner. I think that's so pretty. Ta-da! And I'm debating. I have this purpley, let's see if I can, see how that, this is from Folklore. Don't ask me the color, but I want to put this just along for my eyeliner. Yeah. I mean, obviously I can't take it off now. Sorry if I'm not showing you accurately, but and I can't talk while I'm putting this on. So, okay, so now before I put my mascara on, okay, I'm going to spray my face. And I use the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. I like it. And I'm extra. I don't know if we've met or not, but Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Mist from ColourPop. So I let that set for a few minutes, and I'm debating. I don't think I'm going to put anything underneath my eyes because I tend to have my eyes water a lot. I have it still set out if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go over this with my sponge. I'm going to put on the final touches. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's the final look. I did decide to go in with my ColourPop. This is a multi-chrome liner in Acting Up. Let me see if I can. So it kind of has a green to a purple, but with the yellow, it looks more yellow. And it's in the waterline, so if you're getting that close to me, sorry. And of course I went in with my Fenty Hella Thick. I love this stuff. In the Shop Miss A, there was several mascaras that you could get as well. So I did pick up a few of them. We'll see how it compares. I don't know. Most of their stuff is either $1.33, $1.55, $1.88. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, I'll give it a try. So this is my final look for the day. What do you think? How do you like it? I like it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It does look very similar to what Manny was wearing yesterday when I was watching his video. But I have the shimmer and glitter because I like it. So please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to all my new people that have come on. I really enjoy seeing all the comments and the fact that you have joined me. I really, really appreciate it. So please remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Have a great day.